10 minutes with Pastor Bob.
Well, I'm standing here with a celebrity. You know, Ben, you have just, you did a competition this year where you actually became the fastest drummer in Europe. Is that right?
Well, yeah, in the UK, fastest drummer.
Yeah.
I hit 1,060 beats
That's
in
incredible.
a minute.
Now, how do you do that?
Just lots and lots of practice.
Man.
It's something, it has to be a single stroke roll, so rights to lefts, so there's no buzzing, no pressing, it has to be individual bounces between your hands. And it's just really just, you know, it's part of my everyday practice, so just as a bit of fun I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, and yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, first of all, back in September I hit 1,044, which was a new UK record.
Wow.
And then at the Heart to Drum Day in Reading, which was the Psalm Drummers, have you heard of them?
Yes.
Christian Network.
Right.
I went forward, had a go, and got through to the final, and then on the stage in front of the whole of the place, I hit 1,060, so...
That's great.
It was fun.
So you had the distinction of being the fastest.
Yeah, in the UK.
That's amazing.
How good is that?
That's really
It's a bit
good.
crazy, but yeah.
Now, you've even got some stats. Where do you rank in the world, then?
As far as the world tables go, if you look on the WFD, which is the World Fastest Drummer site,
Really?
the 1,060 ranks me around about joint 11th in the world.
11th in the world.
So that's not
that
bad.
must feel really good
That
to
feels
you.
pretty good, yeah. Pretty
guess.
good.
Now, how do you become that fast? I mean, there's a lot of drummers listening right now who would like to know how you did it.
Well, I mean, like I say, part of my everyday routine when I'm warming up to play some whatever, I play metal, I play jazz and fusion and all sorts of different stuff.
Right.
But part of my routine is to play single stroke rolls. So every day of my life I play, 20 minutes, half an hour on the single stroke rolls, and it just paid off.
And how many years have you been doing that?
I started playing when I was about 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, serious.
And you're how old now?
I'm 29 now, so that's a long time.
That is a long time, 24 years of doing that.
Yeah.
So somebody's not going to just start and then all of a sudden be able to play that fast.
No, you're going to need to work your backside off of doing that kind of stuff, yeah.
I guess. Now, but you actually took over the record from a friend of yours as well.
Well, yeah.
Who's here with us this weekend.
Dave. He makes Dave Nuttall makes jalapeno drums. Who I've actually just got an endorsement with, which is nice.
Oh, you have?
Oh, he's making my kit right now.
And they are, if you've never heard of jalapeno, these are drums that each drum fits inside of each other.
Yeah, they're like
it's
a
an amazing
thing. Yeah, it's really excellent. You take the bass drum apart and stick your toms in it, and it's great. Good kits.
And so you just have one big case.
Yeah, I mean, my case, the one he's making for me is 22 bass, and the 10, 12 go inside the 16, and the 16 then goes in the 22, so it's like all in one pack and roll case.
That's amazing.
It's good stuff.
And they sound amazing.
Oh, awesomely loud, yeah. I mean, top guys are using them, Turl Bryant from, who's playing with John Paul Jones right now, and he uses them, and some of my good friend Ed Freitas, who plays with all sorts of people, has done a bit with Gwen Stefani and people, he uses them as well also.
Wow.
And they're good drums, so yeah.
They're great drums. We needed to give that little pitch, because we like him, and he does some good stuff.
Yeah, he's a good bloke.
He is.
Deserves it, but he was kind of peeved that I beat his record. He hit 9:39 last year. And,
which was amazing for that.
Very good, yeah. I mean, in the UK, there's only 3 of us in the UK that have hit over 1,000 now, and that's it. So I'm pretty proud of that. So
I bet you are.
I mean, in the States, it's crazy. There's guys hitting over 1,200, which is ridiculously fast.
But you'll be doing that.
Hopefully. You never know. It depends if I've got the time to do 3 or 4 hours a day on it, which maybe I haven't. I've got more time to play proper music as well. So
yeah.
But it's good fun.
Well, so is your goal then to be number 1?
I'm going to disappoint you and say no, not really.
I'm not disappointed.
I haven't got the time. I spend a lot of my time, playing gigs and doing proper music, and I'm more interested in sort of perfecting that kind of craft. And I do a lot of drum clinics and corporate workshops and stuff, so I need to keep my chops good.
Yeah.
Which obviously the singles helps, but I need to get everything else working just as well. I need to be able to work with the guitarists and things.
Exactly.
And, there's lots of other things to think about.
So you actually have been in a band that I really love. And I've heard you guys play for many years, a band called Firefly.
Yeah.
And you've just changed your name.
Yeah, we've just gone a slightly different direction. We're now called Exoria. It's a bit heavier. It's less... I mean, the last album was kind of a little bit new metal-y.
Right.
There was kind of some pops and squeaks, and we used to work with a click live every gig. And so now the click's out the window.
Good.
We've cranked the volume up, and it's very much more drum-driven. So I'm having a blast. It's just
bet you
great fun. It's really good fun.
So, do you have any songs where you're able to play that fast?
Not really. It's very, very good for the ending. If you want to blitz a nice fill to finish a song to keep the crowd happy, that's the one it comes in.
You go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah. But really, most of the time, it's just locking in with the groove and the guitar riffs and chunking away, you know, making it move.
And are you ever kind of playing away and in your head you're thinking, you know, I can do a whole lot more than this?
No, because you kind of get when you get stuck into a really nice riff or a nice groove, whatever kind of music you're playing. That's when you're in that. It's just amazing, you know. It takes you somewhere else, which playing fast can't do. You know, it's just a bit. It is a kind of a bit of fun. It's almost like a bit of PlayStation on the side. You know,
exactly.
It's kind of that thing. But I mean, it does help your technique. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm far more of a groove guy. Really, I like guys that play nice groove and good time. You know.
So, who are your favorite drummers?
Number one is Vinnie Colaiuta. Awesome guy. He's, I mean, he's mostly known for playing with guys like Frank Zappa, Sting, those kind of people. He did the Megadeth album, one of the last ones, and he's just an awesome player. Again, he's chop-tastic. He just plays some amazing grooves, and he does odd time signature stuff like you wouldn't believe. I like him. He's a very strong Christian as well, which helps a lot. You know?
It does.
And there's him. Greg Bissonette is another guy I like. Plays a lot of sort of that kind of stuff. Does a lot of fusion music, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I also like Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater.
Okay, yeah.
Who I met last month. I interviewed him for a drumming magazine.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's really good. And I like that sort of complex, sort of time signature stuff. You might hear a bit of that in the set tonight. We're doing a little bit of, you know, rhythmic trickery, whatever you want to call it.
Trickery.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's great. Well, Ben, I appreciate it, and I am excited to hear what you guys are coming up with. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been nice talking to you.
You too.
You know, I actually live outside of Nashville on a lake in the suburbs. And so I actually do a good deal of driving every day into Nashville for meetings and for concerts and whatever. I always enjoy reading church billboards as I drive. You know, a lot of them are meant to be funny, but some are really ironic. One that I saw said, "Don't let your stress kill you. Let the church help." One said, "Have truth decay, brush up with your Bible," or "God answers knee mail," or "This church is prayer conditioned." A lot of them are pretty cheesy. But you know, there's a little church that's close to my home that usually catches my eye. Every couple of months they advertise revival. And it said revival, Friday night, 7 o'clock, as if they have a private line to God. And we're able to predict what God's going to do. Lately they've been doing a 10-week study called Knowing the Mind of Christ. Now, if there's anything I've learned after being a Christian for 48 years now, it's that God is fully unpredictable. Just about the time that I think I have him all figured out, he does something that I completely don't understand. You know, I plan revival, and he doesn't seem to show up. And then during the strangest and the most unexpected times, he moves in my heart and he brings me to my knees. You know, the thing that I enjoy most in my present relationship with God is his mystery. You know, God loves a good mystery. He's full of wonders. He's full of miracles, exciting surprises. And that's what faith is all about. A mystery for which you don't have an answer, a problem for which you don't have a solution. You see, through faith, you ask God for the answer to your puzzles, and he reveals it to you. Sometimes very mysteriously, but usually unpredictably. And at times, God may deliberately hide his purpose from you for a moment, knowing that otherwise you might put up a fight. Other times his ways are completely above our comprehension. You know, these days the most popular books teach the principles of God and the truths of walking with him. Those are great for your foundation in the Christian faith. But there must be that element of your walk with God that remains mysterious. You see, the object is to stay close to him, to listen to his voice, to feel his spirit, to see his visions, to dream his dreams. So be sensitive to his direction and to his voice, and you'll know the answers to his little mysteries, which he loves to use to guide us.